Okay, we are live. Putting in my 2 cents for some Chatswood content, but we're sticking with an all-time classic, Death and Taxes, specifically Black-White Death and Taxes, with the current ban cycles and methodologies. The red-white deck, which is primarily a more aggro deck, which did have access to Pyroblast, was a good option, particularly with some of these faster combo decks. Things have changed a little bit in more recent times, and it's now actually be better playing black-white taxes. And one of the main reasons is this card here, Erode. So obviously you destroy target creature or planeswalker, its control may search a library for basic land, put onto battlefield, tap, then shuffle. This card is very good and does a lot of the same things that we wanted out of Pyroblast. So kills Tamios, doesn't counter spells, but that's not as important. The loop of Overlord and Velia definitely gives us more value to sort of recur all our threats, so we're not as worried about countering stuff. This also does make the Tron matchup a lot better because you now have a 1 mana kill your Khan, and I'm pretty happy with that, to be fair. But yeah, gonna run this league, see how we go. If anyone's got any comments, if the voice sounds shit, if the shitty music in the background sounds shit, you can tell me, put it in the comments or whatever. And yeah, let's get it going into round 1. Alright, round 1. I'm not going to look up my opponent because I know Steve hates that. But I'm going to reveal my Yorion to this guy. And it looks like we're on the draw. Let's look at this hand. Not the best start, if I'm being completely honest. You've got 3 spells, a Wasteland. Not really what you're doing. You want something on turn 1, or at least something a bit more proactive than Stoneforge, especially in the blind on turn 2. So let's mull. This hand's better. I like the idea of having, you've got 2 lands, you've got Felia, Stoneforge, and you've got Solitude as well. I'm inclined to keep this, and we'll probably chuck back probably one of the recruiters. We've got a couple of search effects, and we've got the Felia as well. Oh, I have to make sure I got all my upkeep stops. It's like a million stops you need in this deck. Ooh. Badlands in the Faithless, so this must be maybe some kind of Reanimator build. Ah, fantastic. Exactly what we want to kick off this league. He's going to unmask me. I can't do anything. He's probably going to take the Solitude. There's nothing else that's really good here. But the Caracas is good. I'm pretty happy. This first turn will probably just be Caracas pass, unless I get something mad. Losing the Solitude sucks, because it means that he is going to get something. So we'll probably just lead on Caracas and throw it back to them. That's actually really annoying. Running into fucking Reanimator on the first game. That's pretty shit. But it's what it is. Yeah. What do you want to do? You're gonna... Is this animate dead? Shallow Grave. Sure, that's gonna hit Atraxa. Oh, it's gonna hit Grizzlebrand. Yeah, you can draw. He's gonna need a way to get like multiple things in the yard, and multiple ways to recur them. It's gonna be easy for him to obviously discard. He's got 16 cards, so he's mulling, or he's discarding to hand size at end of turn, but we'll see what he does. In terms of my hand's not really doing an awful lot in this situation. Yeah, you know what, now we'll bounce it back now. while he's in combat. And he's just gonna probably... No, let's see. Just gonna be like... Oh, Thoughtseize isn't really doing too much here, to be fair. I probably... Oh, he Thoughtseize himself. Oh, get the Ashen Rider. That's alright. We'll see what he does. Animate Dead on the Ashen Rider. We'll blow up the Caracas. That's... yeah. Haven't seen a lot of Reanimator, but don't know what the sort of meta online. So let's just see what we've got. There's a brain's back in his hand, and he's gonna have to discard the hand size. It looks like he's got at least one dude in there, along with the Ashen Rider on the field. Archon, what do we put him in? Archon, Grizzlebrand. I mean, he's gonna need the second one, so let's just play this and pass. I'm not ready to scoop it up yet. Like, it's probably pretty dead game at the moment. But we'll see what we can do. I'm also hotkeying. Steve, there's hotkeys, bro. They're here. That way I'm not clicking as much. So another Atraxa and a Thoughtseize going to the yard. Delta. Let's see what he's got. He's on 1. This is the other thing too, like, obviously he's got creatures that have got lifelink, but he couldn't, like, he's got to dig for a non-reanimate source of damage. And at the moment, whether he finds one or not, oh, he's got the low spell, so he might have the Shallow Grave now. Gonna animate Dead the Atraxa, sure. Let's just see what he's got. This is now sort of more for science. So he's got Reanimates, he's got Ashen Riders, Archons, so Archon, Grizzlebrand, Ashen Rider, Atraxa looks to be all the dudes. So this is like, yeah, playing against like tin fins this early is pretty rough. To be fair, there is an out here. Like, it's really silly, but there is an out here. As long as he, what's he get? Oh, okay, there's no out anymore. Yeah, we'll just, yeah, fuck it, we'll pack it in. Alright. So that was fun. Did everyone have fun? I had fun. That was fantastic. Jesus. Alright, what do we got here? So, in this matchup, Containment Priest is definitely in. Whether Disruptor Flute ends up being decent or not, it's not a bad idea considering he's got like Grizzlebrands and stuff like that. Fairy Macabre obvious choice, and I'd probably also go for the Deafening Silences. We don't want the Erodes because destroying his stuff doesn't really do anything, and we don't want Wrath of the Skies because we're never going to get big enough to kill all his stuff. Typically, in this, so we've got 8 cards coming in. Typically in this matchup, you probably want to trim most, if not all, of your like Stoneforge package. So Stoneforge Mythic's not really good in this matchup, and as a result, I'd probably kill the Meteor Sword as well. I leave Lion Sash in, but Lion Sash is good graveyard hate. I mean, it is slow, but it's graveyard hate. The other thing you also want to make sure you do is not taking out too many white cards. So I've got to take out 3 more cards to fill in what I want. So if those are coming in, we're probably cutting here. Skyclave's not the best in this situation. The only card Skyclave really hits is either your Animate Deads or your Lotus Petals. So it's not the best. So we're probably due to trim one of those. And I think I'd also trim a Felia and an Overlord. Sometimes that combo just gets a bit too clunky. Overlord's definitely good to keep in because it can dig you to Solitudes and it can't dig you to Swords, which is annoying. I was hoping that he wouldn't have the third bit of interaction because a drawn Bowmasters there wins the game first, but there. White Orchid Phantom's also probably not good. But I'm hoping to have already... I'm not... White Orchid win lines are a bit tricky. Keep everything else reasonably though. He's drawing cards. He's doing that. I think I'm happy with this. If Anthony's watching, you can tell me if I've fucking done this wrong. I'm not... We'll just see how it goes. Yeah, let's run this back. We'll see how this goes. Alright. Run the play. Got my best buddy. Shouts to original Yorion. Not this chicken shit of playing the weird one. This hand's pretty good. I like double Thoughtseize, especially on turn 1. I like Felia to do bounce shenanigans. I like Wasteland to sort of fuck their mana around, so we'll keep this. We're not expecting Wasteland out of this dude, so we'll start with a Marsh Flats. Crack it for a Scrubby. And then we're going to Thoughtseize you. Alright, oh, okay, so he's on the show until back end. Now, so there's a few things to think about here. I definitely want to take one of his turn 1 plays out of his hand. I like the idea of probably taking... it's tricky. Because if he draws Petal, he can go Petal, Ritual, Show and Tell, which doesn't help. I don't want to put the Archon in the bin, obviously. Unmasked, maybe, but I feel like it's the weakest card in here that isn't. It's one of these 3. I think because I have the second Thoughtseize, it's going to be Faithless Looting. And, yeah. And we know what's in his hand. He's got no Faithless Looting now. Wish this made him a bit bigger. I need to fix that. So that's the Verdant out of his hands. So that's a fantastic draw. That is a fantastic draw for sure. But the issue is we can't Thoughtseize and Sash on the same turn. So what I'm inclined to do here is play the Marsh Flats, and we're going to Thoughtseize this guy again. So he drew another Faithless Looting. So he's got Archon. Basically just all of this. So because he's got the second Faithless Looting, he can Show and Tell next turn. So it has to be Show and Tell. And then we'll go to combat. And we'll go to his turn. And we'll probably fetch a Surveil on the next one. Yep. So we've taken the Show and Tell out of his hand. He's got Raucous Theatre. I mean, he could have no blue lands, and he needs the Petal to cast Show and Tell. But, so he's milled Coma. So I thought Tim played this last. Yeah, let's have a read. So what can be countered? Trample Ward 4 whenever it does combat damage to play. Great. Oh, shoot. That's a biggie. Look, this is a bad matchup. I'm not going to lie. The fact that he's looting this turn. So looting's out of his hand. He's going to discard. What are we going to discard here? Archon Dark Ritual. The fact that he's done Archon Dark Ritual, and I'm pretty sure that's popped up, means that there's Shallow Grave in his graveyard, which is really annoying. Yeah, I can't respond to the unmask. So that was unmasked pitching Dark Ritual. Yeah, and the Lion Search is the obvious choice. That's the swamp out of his hand. And then he's got Cabal Therapy. Damn. And man found all the shred. But that's the game, I suppose. Yep, Philly's out. We'll fetch in the end step. He's got one card in hand, but he's got a whole bunch of big fellas in the backyard, so we've got back straight. Let's yield to the trigger. Solitude is not what we want in this. We can't play it, so let's go. Fairly over. Well, that's Moto Bug for you, but the only real play we've got is just to wasteland him off the Raucous Theatre. Stops a new Faithless Looting, stops a Shallow Grave. Doesn't stop a Reanimate, unfortunately. So we'll see how we go. He's got the land. So we're going to flash in the dog. Dog in. That's clock. That's a better clock. Alright, so we're going to play the Plains. May as well just shred out our hand. No use. Probably is a bad thing to play that third one, but I do also like the fact that if we get if we're drawing up to 4 and we get Witch Enchanter, we actually probably want to flute. He's got Surveil lands. He's got one card in hand. I think what we're going to do is we're going to flash in Disrupt the Flute. Well, we'll not flash, we're just going to cast it. We're going to name Faithless Looting. And then we're going to go to combat. And the reason for doing that now is that we can flicker our flute. And that's just going to make our little buddy a bit bigger. Goes down to 17. What's he up to this? He's going to fetch. Probably getting a Surveil land. Yeah. Sure. You Surveil. What do you want? He's kept the card on top, so I'm gonna still probably keep with Faithless Looting, and we'll just see what happens. So the fact that he's done that means that he's probably got nothing. Recruit Regard, ban frickin-tastic. Alright, let's get this sucker into play. We're gonna get this. We're gonna always yield. We're gonna go yes, and we're going to grab. I'm gonna grab Fairy Macabre. We're gonna go combat. And we're gonna attack with the fella. Fella's flicking the Recruiter. And this is what you want to see. This is what we love to see. We love to see. So Felia's coming back. Another counter on Felia Recruiter. So this is probably where I'm thinking about. It's probably Containment Priest, And thankfully, because we get 2 recruits out of that, it's sort of giving us a bit of stall against any hand disruption. The containment priest coming, yeah, he's gonna pack that up. He's pretty locked at that point. That's a good win. We take those 100% of the time. Any changes? See, this is why I like Recruiter of the Guard being able to get Fairy Macabre. Also Overlord being able to like recur the Fairy Macabre. That's what you want to see. Is there anything we don't like? The only thing I'm thinking about is trimming White Orchids, and that might make sense actually. If I trim, I think if I trim 2 White Orchids and bring back in the Fellow and the Overlord, I think I'm happy with that. I'm trying to just like recur this value, and like the idea is that like on even worst case, this is a 2-mana play that can find a Solitude, or I can find a white card for Solitude. I think that having double Thoughtseize in that opening hand definitely helped. So it's worked pretty well. Alright, let's run this and let's see what happens. Yeah. This usually never ends well because we are on the draw for this game. So, yeah, let's just see. Gonna have to fiddle with my settings. This looks so small. I'm hoping the recording this looks like a decent size. Got my best friend. Now, oof. Okay, so this is okay. He's mulliganing to 6, which then makes this even harder. So, all right, let's game theory a little bit. We have Prismatic Vista, which unfortunately does not get us a black source and a white source. It gets us either or. But if we draw a land and we don't die on turn 1, and we have some turn 1 insurance. So like in this case, the Solitude is probably pitching the pre-war. Depending on what he does the first turn, Deafening Silence. Although maybe Deafening Silence isn't that good, but I do like the fact that it's white, so it might be pitchable. But I think I'm gonna keep this only because this is a bad matchup, and I like the insurance that Solitude gives us. So let's keep this. Let's see what this fucker has. All right, he's mulling to 5. He's mulling to 4. We're taking this. We're taking this. We're probably Thoughtseizing him because I'm insane. Okay, mulling to 4. He's got 4, but Reanimate players can win with 4 cards in hand. I've seen this shit happen. I've seen it live. It sucks. Alright, it's Faithless Looting. See, like, these digs are fine. Okay, so he's got Traxler and Cabal Therapy. Alright, let's see. Okay. That was not what we wanted. I mean, we do want it. Emperor Bone's fantastic in this matchup. But let's... I think we're gonna have to get the Swamp. I want to see what those 2 cards in this fucking hand are. And if they're 2 lands, it is what it is. Hell yeah, that's what we like to see. We love to see it. Get this shit out of here. And let's see what he's gonna do. So the only card we know, so he's got Thoughtseize in his hand. If he draws another Reanimate, if we Thoughtseize bugged him, but it doesn't look like he did. Doesn't look like he did at all. He's going to Thoughtseize me. He's going to see that I'm holding the nuts. He's probably going to take... I don't know what he takes. Maybe Emperor of Bones? or Solitude. I would say Solitude maybe is probably the best card for him to take. He's probably looking at my hand going, what the absolute hell is this guy doing? But he took the Flute. Okay, so what does Flute tell us? Him taking Flute tells us that he wants to cast the second copy of Faithless Looting, which is fine. So, because he knows that I will Flute Faithless Looting, and that's what's going to dig him out of this hole. Fairy Macabre is fantastic. We haven't got a play for this turn, but we do have Fairy Macabre. I like the idea of holding up the Fairy Macabre. So, I mean, we don't really have a choice. So, keeping this one lander, he's going to get some sort of Surveil land. Sewers. He's still got no cards in hand. This is not... We are not in a good spot, honest to God. He's kept the card on top as well. The fact that he's kept the card on top, it's either some sort of reanimation or it's a land so that he can Faithless Looting. I'm inclined to install land. Oh, no, maybe not. Oh, hell yeah, brother. We can say goodbye to these two. See you later. We've done it. I'm a genius. I'm a genius. Yeah, look, even, what are we drawing? Okay, it was going to take us like 2 cards to get out of it, but we were going to be pretty good. Like, eventually by that point, was holding up Solitude, we're playing Emperor Bones, holding up Solitude, and then we're probably developing into Balbec from there. Or if he's got shit in the yard, we're actually just going to throw it at his face and we're going to adapt to the thing. But yeah, alright, that's a win. Let's keep that going. Alright, see you in the next round. Alright, we are back for round 2. And I won the die roll. That's pretty good. Let's go first. We're playing against Ladies. That's a cool little Final Fantasy little chocobo fella. Like that. I've got a best friend too. He's kind of like a bird as well. I actually don't mind this hand. Like, I mean, it's gonna do a lot of hurt, and if this is the wrong matchup, we're just cooked. But I don't necessarily hate it, so we're gonna keep this. Ladies, do I want to be a Steven? Do I want to be a Steven fella? Okay, he's mulliganing to 6, which is good. That's fantastic. If he's mulliganing to 6, it means that he doesn't like what in his hand. And if he doesn't like what in his hand, then my God, I want to see what's in his hand. We're gonna grab... There's an argument to grab Swamp here. You know what, actually, let's get Swamp, because this makes us... This blinds a little bit. And it fucks up my mana later, then that's on me. Oh, hell no. What in the hell is this? Okay. Dude, this is like some sort of Dredge nonsense. Not Dredge. Don't like this fella. Don't like this fella either. But nothing on the field dies to my Bowmaster. Dies to Bowmaster at the moment. Sylvan Safekeeper kind of sucks though. He's more inclined, at this stage he's probably not doing too much. Let's get rid of... I don't really actually mind him Fatal pushing either. So let's actually get rid of Sylvan Safekeeper. I don't like you. Every time I play against Sylvan Safekeeper I get lost. Or I lose. And I feel really sad. So, you know what? Fuck that guy. He's going to be confused as hell when I go to like 14 and it's turn 2 and he's done all the work. He's done none of the work. He's got He's done half a job and he's got a full smile on his face. I don't like to see that. Alright, let's draw land. That's not land, but that's a dog. We like the dog. We love to see it. We're going to play Witchblessed Meadow untapped. And I think we're actually going to impend now. Reason being is he's got Fatal Push. We're not, like, it's just like we're losing value. Whereas here we gain value. We hit absolutely nothing. Thanks, top of the deck. This is actually rough too because I would have liked to have that Aran Mesa and the Wasteland. But we're going to always yield to these triggers. But we'll see how we go. Alright, he's fetching. I'm not going to always yield, but I'm going to just say no response. And he's going to surveil. What is he going to do? Putting a Fatal Push in. That's good. The other thing too is that extra Felly is nice because we now also have a pitch cast for Solitude. His graveyard, so we know about the Misty is gone, and he's not, and the Safekeeper is gone, so we know, and the Polluted Delta is now gone. So he's got Moon Shadow. So Moon Shadow is whenever one or more permanent cards from anywhere. So him milling shit, I'm assuming he's got some sort of Stitcher supplier nonsense going on. I think we're just going to evoke the Solitude now. Hit the Moon Shadow. Always yield. Always yield to that trigger, but this one I won't because it took us nonsense times. Marsh Flats is great. We're just going to play that. We're going to pass the turn. He's going to fetch. I'm doing the Steven thing now. I'm clicking. I told myself before I started I was going to be like, no, you're pressing the keys. The keys are there. You've left the binding or the things up so that you remember them. The only thing about Bowmasters is... Okay. Alright. So can't spend mana. So he's got to have the two dudes. Getting the Dryad Arbor, and he's going to Bowmasters. And then he's going to Hogak. I can read this guy like a book. Just going to pay to keep. Yep, Hogak's good. I don't actually mind that at the moment because we do have the second Overlord to reclaim the Solitude. So because of that, yeah, let's go to his end step. Let's do this properly. Let's fetch now. We'll grab back streets. We don't always yield to that trigger. Okay, so that's probably not what I want. Let's put that in the graveyard. Let's see if we get something better for our money. Meteor Sword. Okay, I didn't want that either, to be fair. Let's append this. So we got Witch Enchanter and Solitude. We're taking the Solitude. So Solitude comes back to hand, and then we're going to just exile, evoke Solitude. And he's on 26, and we're on 12, so it's not... We're not in the best spot here, truth be told. Tick our fellas down. We haven't really got anything to do on his turn, so we'll just let him have it. So he's played the Bowmasters, he's played the Hogak. So we know he's got a Fatal Push in hand. He's chipping away. We've got 4 turns. We'll have some friends back by then. Fingers crossed. Drawing Winds update. That's not ideal. Yeah, this is where we're sort of stunted at the moment. Having this Meteor Sword in hand kind of sucks. We are getting an Overlord next turn. We're not going to skip through our entire turn though, because we want to make sure that we're here. I've probably played this game very badly. I'm waiting all my comments or all of my actions are being scrutinized by Anthony. So Anthony, if you're watching this, if I fucked up, tell me where. Put in the comments. DM me. Now we're gonna go. Let's see a little bit more. Get the other backstreet. Felia. Now. So this is a bit tricky because we know he has Fatal Push in his hand. I would rather, if something's going to die, I'd rather it get... I'm actually more inclined to put this in my graveyard. Because if we're going to do... We need something that does value, or that adds value. He's not adding value. See? This is why we do this. So... We're going to play Recruiter of the Guard. Now, what is Recruiter of the Guard going to get us? The other good thing about Recruiter of the Guard is that it dies to only Revolted Fatal Push. So this actually acts as a blocker as well. We've got a few options. Taking him off mana is probably not the best thing. Getting our own Bowmasters or an Emperor of Bones isn't a bad idea either. The other option potentially to us is Flicker Wisp, and being able to Flicker Wisp this larger Balemerc. So by the end of this turn I'll have a Recruiter, I'll have something in my hand, and I'll have Overlord the Balemerc. I like the idea of maybe Bowmasters. Having Bowmasters to like ping off a dude. I also kind of like Emperor Bones. He's not really flooding the graveyard at the moment. The other thing you can do in these situations is if you're not entirely sure, you just take another Recruiter. But I don't like that at the moment because I've only got lands to cast one thing. I think for this, I think I want to take Orcish Bowmasters. We'll put that into our hand. And then we can F6 through this turn. He's got no way to sacrifice anything this turn unless he's somehow playing Natural Order. And if he's playing Natural Order, he deserves the win 100% of the time. I'm going to take these off. Last counters. What's he doing? Smiling politely. Don't do that. Oh, actually, I just noticed it's got like a cool little ripple around the side. That's pretty cool. Meanwhile, where? Tezzeret? Ugh. Yuck. See, this might be the corner turn moment for the game. Because at the moment, we're sitting on 5. He's got a Wasteland. That's not good. So that's another reason not to take the Recruiter in that instance. We're going to float white, so it makes him think that we're holding up swords. But you and I both know that we're lying. But don't lie. Don't lie to anybody. Tell the truth. Not to these people though. They don't know. He just thinks I've got Bowmaster's swords, but now he realizes I don't, and I've baited him. Would you call that outskilled? No. No, you would. Don't do that. I'm thinking of a rant topic. I gotta think of a rant topic. I wanna be like my hero Steven, and like have a rant about something mid game. I don't have Claude to back me up. I don't have footysickos.com to back me up. He's doing nothing. What's this guy doing? We're thinking about this for a while. I'm debating about this whole, do I break this up into chunks or do I upload as one video? We're currently sitting 40-ish minutes into the recording, especially when this guy's doing nothing. What are we doing here? Like, you got 3 cards in hand. I know one of them's a fatal push. You're smiling politely. I'm pretty sure I haven't broken the server because his clock's kicking down. I've admittedly taken a bit of time, so you know what? We'll play nice. We'll have some tea. He's done nothing. What that communicates to me is that he's a. Oh no. Ah. Ooh. That's a good one. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's fine, honestly. Yes, I do. Grab a scrub land, make my lands perfect. That is one thing, like the fact that, yeah, Beseiju does hit these dudes, and then what's he going to do? Fatal push. I don't know if... Is that... I think my... Hell... Hang on a minute. I did play the Wasteland that turn, didn't he? Oh, now he's going to play Hogak again. Okay. He got me. And this maybe was why it would have been better to get something like Flicker Wisp. Okay. We're probably sitting not pretty here. That's an 8-8. And it's got trample. I do not think we're making it out of this one, unfortunately. So yeah, let's pack it in. Okay, sideboard time. What do we want? Containment Priest actually isn't really good in this matchup because he's casting spells he's not doing. Fairy Macabre's probably good to get rid of stuff out of his yard. He's not playing a lot of spells. I do like... Erode isn't too... Erode is a maybe. Wrath is good because he's got a whole bunch of little like shitties. And then flutes, we're not really like... I think playing flute, naming Hogak isn't actually like a smart thing to do. More just because like he can delve for it to pay the extra cost because that's how paying costs work. I definitely like these 4. Whether we put the erodes in is another kettle of fish. I'm not a big... Thoughtseize is a bit tricky here because it does take fatties out of his hand, but he can convoke. It helps with the delve, and it also helps with convoke, or not rather convoke. Like he can still cast the Hogak out of his graveyard. So exile effects and stuff getting out. So like your Emperor of Bones, your Lion Sash, your Solitude and Swords to Plowshares are probably the big things here. Containment Priest again doesn't work the way you want it to. I like these 4. I'm questionable on these. Maybe if you ran like Grist, but we can still deal with Grist other ways. In terms of what to cut, I think we're going to trim... Maybe trim a Thoughtseize or 2. And then I really don't like White Orchid in this matchup. Like, he is running off a lot of jewels, but we'll see how it goes. Then again, blowing up his lands could be the way to do it. Actually, no. Actually, you know what? I've talked myself out of it. I think I'm just going to take them both out. And we'll just play one. And we'll put in rats and fairy. Alright, let's see how this goes. He's still thinking. Did he do anything? I'm going to act like I'm reading this, but I'm just looking at the names. Yeah, let's just see. Ideally, in an opening hand, we want to develop something like Emperor Bones or Lion Sash, so Stoneforge Mystic, reasonably early. Drawing Meteor Sword there also kind of sucks, because Meteor Sword is fantastic, but it's not fantastic when you draw it. At least without a Stoneforge Mystic on the board. Alright, back to it. I'm gonna play. We've got our best buddy. I should pop that out so I always remember that he's there or she's there. This hand sucks. We're going 6. This hand's fantastic. We're keeping it. And we're probably chucking back the basic planes. Oh, so we're going to say that we're keeping. We're probably chucking back the basic planes. Or we could chuck back the Caracas. But I like keeping Caracas, even though I know he's a stone wasteland deck. I like keeping Caracas for the turbo, his turbo start. He has kept 7, so we'll start with martial arts. No, stop clicking that. We're keyboard warriors this time. So depending on what he wants to do, let's just see. Okay, so starting with once. Once is a look, isn't it? Yeah, so I only get to see one. I'll only get to see one thing. Alright, go away, Yorion. We'll call you back later. No. Stop clicking. Alright, Delta is gonna get by in my thought scissors. Stitcher Supplier. That is annoying. Okay, what's he got? White, Safekeeper, and Numidian Hatchery. So that's okay. I think because of that, I want to fetch, get Backstream, and we'll surveil. We do want that Scrubby, so let's put that on top. And we'll go to my next turn. Now, I'm gonna play the Scrubland, and then I'm gonna Bowmasters. The reason for this is that I don't like this being on the board because, number one, it helps with the convoke part of Hogex cost. The other part is that if he's playing something like Cabal Therapy, which we know he is, he's got opportunity there to cast it, and I'd rather just be in the yard, and it might roll over something that's good. Like, so we hit another white, a Verdant Catacombs, and a thing, which is pretty good. So I think next turn, don't know what we're doing next turn. He might loam, because he got loam. Thoughts is me. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's kind of funny because he takes the Overlord, or he takes one of the other two, and I can just play the Overlord and get it back. So we'll see how we go. Don't know if you guys can hear whatever I'm playing, so I'm going to turn it up just like a tiny little bit. Safekeeper. Ah, I hate this card. Remember when I said before, I was like, man, I hate this card. This is the reason why. Yeah. So he's got 4 cards in hand. We know he's got Beseiju, which is annoying because we do have the Overlord. So we'll play Caracas. Caracas also acts as bait for it. So let's go to combat first because we might be able to bring back. Let's go. Let's go in there like swimwear. He's not taking the bait, so we will impend. So, ooh, we got a few nice choices in there. So, Solitude, Emperor Bones, Blind Sash, Solitude. So, out of these at the moment, I think I honestly like Lion Sash the most. This is a bit tricky because we want to try and do this as fast as we can because we are low on clock. Stoneforge is okay. Solitude, we haven't got a white card to pitch, so it's not worth it. Emperor Bones is okay. Lion Sash. I'm leaning towards Lion Sash only because we've got a lot of mana and he's probably going to try and give us more mana. So let's take Lion Sash. And then we'll go to our end step. Tick down. Oh, I should have yielded to that. That's right. This is kind of like this is a weird matchup. There's a lot of moving parts for them, and we're a bit slower and clunkier. Well, not clunkier, but it's just like it takes a little while to sort of shift into gear for what we're doing to start overtaking the board. So let's see what we can do. Fingers crossed, something fun. Talongates. Talongates, target, Orcus. That makes me think he wants to draw a bunch of cards. Reclaimer. Reclaimer's not bad. Okay. It's got 3, so it is a 3/4. If he... So he's kind of stuck here because he's paid for the Elvish Reclaimer. He can't Beseiju. This can't filter for enough mana to do the Beseiju. Oh, unless... The only other way would be... But he has to play the Hogak first. So that's where it gets a bit tricky. So technically he can Hogak. He can cast Hogak and then filter the mana and try and hit or cast the Beseiju because you can channel for 1 less, which I think is maybe what he's trying to do. Yeah. I'm just hoping here that he hits he wants the Caracas more than he wants the... Yeah, that's fine. Well, you're going back in the hand. See you later. And this is where he goes. Oh, he's going to Shroud it. Okay, I forgot about that. Admittedly, I forgot about that. That's okay. How do we want to do this here? So we've got Velia, we've got Lion Sash. We're not really attacking. He's got 2 cards in hand, including the Beseiju that we know about. is why I hate Sylvan Keeper, by the way. Man, fuck this card. Thoughts running through my head at the moment. We are low on clock, so we got to make a move. We try and bait that out. Casting Lion Sash isn't really good at the moment. So what we might do is... we can actually do that. That's kind of funny. So we'd do this now. Yeah, that's fine. Then we're going to play Caracas for turn. Keep this standing up Caracas. And then we're going to pass. This is going to go down. Yep. Next turn. And then in your upkeep, I'm doing it again. And now he has to play this game of... yeah. Because he's running out of... like, he can redeploy, that's fine. He's got 7 cards in graveyard, so me doing that's not... yeah, I mean, is what it is. So he's... yep, so we're getting Hogak back again. We're gonna... so we'll flash failure in. Skyclave. Okay. So the question is, do we give up the dog? So he can blow us out, technically. Because he can go... he can channel... it's a bit tricky. Alright, I think what we're going to do is we'll go to attacks. We're on 19, so we've got a bit of time. We're running out of time, which is the annoying thing. So this is going to flick at the Overlord. And he might channel here. Oh, he didn't. That was interesting. He's going to block, though, clearly. Yep, makes sense. Go damage. My poor little fella goes away. Second main. Now, do we want to do anything second main? I think we'll leave it. And then we'll have this come back as a dude. We've hit a few things. I think we're going to take Solitude here. Yep. So we'll take Solitude with the idea of letting his next attack go through with Hogak and hoping that he doesn't play land. But he probably will, so... he's got the Beseiju. He's been dangling the Beseiju for a while. He's probably been waiting to blow it. So Hogak's coming in. Makes sense. We are not going to block. I can take 8. I'm happy to take 8. In the end step, let's invoke Solitude, pitching Lion Sash. I know this is bad. Bad-ish. He's going to have to give his dude Shroud. What are you going to do? Oh, he's going to rotate? Oh, beside you. I think he... Actually, I don't think he realised that. That's fine. Yeah, let's get a... we'll get a... This is his turn, so we'll get a... We'll get a back street. We may as well surveil. See what we can see. Vista's not doing us any favours at the moment. No response. And then he... Oh, he actually let me do it. Oh, that was insane. Next turn. Unless he's got crop rot or something. What did he forget? He didn't realise. He forgot to do it. I think. I mean, we're still in trouble, but yeah. Let's just Skyclave now. All these cards are white. Take this sucker away. And then probably could have attacked. Probably should have attacked, considering I'm not blocking with the Bowmasters or the army. So if we block now, that's 8, go to 3. Yeah, he's gonna be tricky. Let's just leave it. I think having more bodies on the board, like we're in a pretty shit spot. We need to draw like a plow or a something. That's what he's got. I mean, he's got a lot to do. Unfortunately, we've got 2 Caracas, so we've got a few outs. But Caracas or Plow is probably what we need more than anything. That's not either. How good. So we can block 4 of that, which puts us to 2. Which we can block 4, which still kills us. So we just have to play the fairy. Unfortunately. Let's take it for black. Cast Family card. We've got 6 power. Combat. Yeah, it's a bit of a loser one. Bit of a rough. DNT has a bit of a weird time with these sort of matchups. You can definitely get ahead of them, but when they've got cool stuff like Sylvan Safekeeper and whatnot, that definitely makes it hard. Alright, Ogak's coming in. We know that doesn't need that anymore. Let's block with the gang. Technically, we need to block with everything, otherwise we die. And he's gonna make a 1/1. Let's see. Oh, no, that's good. Nope. That's man swearing. Not good, brother. Don't swear. No swear. Swear. This is a PG rated stream, apart from all the times I swore. Yeah, we're pretty cooked here, brothers. Can we do anything? Is there any like weird outs? I don't think so. There's like, there's like one weird out. Of course we draw the plow there. Nah, GG's. That is done. I think the one weird out there, let's just concede first. I mean, the one weird out there is we go for draw Emperor of Bones. You can go Emperor of Bones, play it, start a combat, exile the Souls, exile Solitude, adapt, swords this dude, swing in for 3 with the Solitude. That puts me back to 4, and I've got a 4/4 on board. So that's what we're getting there. Oh, we're thinking. Moto's thinking if we're going to... I can't be bothered to check. We'll see in the next round. Okay, we're back, and we won the die roll again. This is looking good. Bit of a dismal round last round. I know I'm always bad at that matchup as well, so I just blame me being bad. Let's look at this hand. Okay, what do we got? So it's not too bad. Depending on what kind of start you want to do, we can make this in. The backstreet here being hard makes it a bit trickier, but we've got the formal is probably the only card I don't like in this at the moment, but it can be a good way to recur, like a recruiter or something. So let's give her a keep. Yeah, let's give her a keep. Why not? Playing against Kusiniga, whoever that is. I'm not looking him up because Stephen told me he'd beat me up if I did, so I'm not. Let's get scruffy and let's figure out what the hell they're doing. Alright, oh hell no. I don't want to deal with this. This sucks, bro. Okay, what do we got? So he's got Saga, he's got Tomb. Witch Enchanter is actually like decently okay in this, but it's all about just making sure he can't get fast mana up. Him having 2 keys worries me, but I don't like the One Ring either. The fact that he's got 2 keys, 2 Ugins, and 1 Ring makes me want to take that one. But that's really annoying. That's okay. It means we can probably slow our roll like just a little bit. Like I'm more happy to play Shadowy Backstreet in this second turn because like he can have a relatively explosive second turn, but it's not too crazy. So yeah, he's going to key and Saga key. This is a good matchup for a road, so we'll actually get to like jam the roads in and shove them down this guy's throat. See what he's waiting on. Maybe he's got some secret tech. Maybe like Elvish Spirit Guides and Disrupt the Flutes. That's a good combo, I've been told. I'm also looking at the time of this again. I might just make do one big upload, but it's gonna be like 2.5 hours long, so I do apologise. It's gonna be 2.5 hours longer if this dude actually decides he wants to let me have a turn. But oh, he did, dude. That's awesome. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Love ya. That's pretty easy. So you can get out of here. See you later. We know he's played the Manifold Key. Again, I'm not too fussed on being down a land drop because his mana accelerates so much faster. Also, those dudes get big really quickly, especially if he's on like a double key start. What's he got? Chance of 1? I'll take key. Alright, so he's played that. Let's play that. See, this is like a reasonably slow start. And the fact that he's not doing anything more than this either means I'm getting absolutely demolished next turn, or he's got nothing. I'd like to think it's the former. Plains. Okay, because we've got plains. The only play I have this turn, if I do play the plains, is to impend the Overlord. But that's not really doing me too much at the moment, because I do have Recruiter of the Guard to get me any silver bullets or whatever. So I'm more inclined to just play the Shadowy Backstreet and see what we can get after this. Backstreet is giving us Recruiter. Second Recruiter is not really what I'm looking for at the moment, so we'll put that in the bin. So Nexus, So what? How much mana? So he's only got 3 mana at the moment. He's got 2 Ugins in hand, but this means that he could have like a bajillion mana next turn, which I'm not exactly too crash-hot about. Another land would be nice. Skyclave's good. Skyclave's actually pretty... I'd argue probably Skyclave is better. I like the idea of Skyclaving one of these keys, purely just because Skyclaving a key seems better. Take the Manifold key because it can do more. But just to keep him off, because if he plays something silly like Grim Monolith, like that's an extra what, like 4 mana, 5 mana. I can't remember the math. I don't play those decks for this reason. Is this Kazu's command maybe? Kazu's command for 1? Yeah, it was Kazu's command 1. What's he doing? Creating a spawn and scrying at 1 and drawing a card. Alright. Again, you don't want to give him too much. He has put it on the top, which is always scary. What do we got? So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 mana at the moment. He's got Saga. That's a bad card. Khan the Great Creator. Khan the Great pain in my ass. Fuck that dude. He's going down. I'm yelling timber. But he's probably yelling Ensnaring Bridge. What helps him the most at this stage? Probably is Ensnaring Bridge, given he's only got 3 cards in hand. The bridge will be 4. Unless he wants mana ramp. But I don't know if he's gone for the lettuce just yet, because he can only use it. Oh, Flute. Okay. Flute's an interesting choice. Is he trying to... I don't know what the hell he's doing. Emperor of Bones. Emperor of Bones is not too... it's not really that good in this spot of the game. I don't like that idea of him making a lot of dudes. So we know 3 cards in his hand. At the moment he can make 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. So he's 1 soul land away. So I think for that reason we're going to attack Khan with Skyclave. So that he can't... Worst case he can't wish. Secondary case he can't do anything else. I like having the Witch Enchanter tapped. Oh. What can I do? So he's got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So technically he can play... What's his next turn? So I can do something really stupid and play Formal Wear on Recruiter. Recruiter gets Solitude. Solitude hit the... He can't minus, so getting Lattice locked out of this is one thing. Let's go... Oh, we can do that, actually. Hold on. Alright, let's do this. Okay, so we're going to play Witch plus Meadow, and we're going to make it tapped. Then we're going to cast Pre-War Formal. Brain is engaging. So, like... what's this? Bring back Recruiter. We're always going to yield to this. Always going to search. Now I got a few options here, but I do like the ideas of having Mr. Wisp, because I like the idea of being able to. Wisp does a few things in this, so let's grab Flicker Wisp. And then we'll pass. We'll see what bullshit we're running into. I'm just gonna pass until he does something. So he can make tokens now. Oh, he's got second Saga. Don't like second Saga. So second Saga, he's gonna plus on nothing, which is good for us. Okay, Thoughtseize. So how big? So he makes an Urza Saga construct, and it becomes a. He runs that Nikan, and then he negs, and then I've got that, and then I just do that. Yeah, that's fine. So we'll go. Actually, what we'll do is we'll Thoughtseize first. So we'll just see what he's got going on. He looks like he might have Kozzy's command in his hand. 1, 2. Oh, he's making. Oh, flute. Okay. Oh, okay. Is he gonna flute Flicker Wisp? He is gonna flute Flicker Wisp. I mean, respect the hustle. Get this Khan shit out of here. Then we are going to. We're gonna go to combat. Oh, actually, because I don't have a attack Khan Great Creator. Yeah, I've already made a boo-boo there, but that's alright. Yeah. So he's gonna make a construct. That's fine. Construct is a 3/3. Oh, because of the flute, yeah. He's gonna block the little dude. Oh, he's gonna let Khan die. That's interesting. Yeah, that's fine. So he'll make a 1/1. And then second main, I'm going to. Let's cast Recorder of the God. Actually, I don't know what I'm getting yet. So because we don't know what we're getting yet, let's just play Emperor Bones and then hold up swords, or hold up swords. So he's gonna search, probably make another dude. Oh, he's gonna float mana. So his hand at the moment is 2 Ugins, because we saw Ugin Khan. At least in the sideboard, we've got a few things. So like, we'll probably bring in a lot, honestly. I was gonna crack map. No response. Yeah, we've got a few things here. Like these three are all fantastic in this matchup. He's found an Urza's Tower. And see, that's the reason. That's like another reason to do this. So now he's got a fuckload of mana. 7. He's gonna cast Ugin. Egan's gonna exile my Emperor Bones. No response. It's fine. So we know he's got this and this, and he's going to get to be like a draw card. We are, yeah, we're not in a good spot here now. Playing against this post. I think you can't make another thing, right? I think I'm happy to actually take this block. Yeah, I think I'm actually happy to take that block. That's not that bad. Skyclave, so if we get, so I think we're just in trouble now. I think, let's just see if we can, let's impend Overlord, see if we can find anything fun with that, but it's going to be really tricky now, so what do we got? We got Felia, Recruiter, Skyclave. Probably take the Felia. And then we'll just... God, they might be packing it in early. This is not looking too fantastic. Yeah, let's see what he can do. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Just gonna make a dude. And then maybe grabs another. What do they have? Do you just grab like another key or something? Another manifold key or Soul Guide Lantern. Okay. Soul Guide taking out Recruiter at the guard. That's fine. Another Ancient Tomb. Gain 3 life. Second main. Zen Step. We'll bring back the fluffy dog. He's probably got Cozzy's command. Yeah, we'll pack that in. We're not winning there. Not a good one. Alright, so Silence is okay. Disrupt the Flute is fantastic. Erode is also fantastic, and I really do like Wrath of the Skies to really punch him home. In terms of what we're taking out, there's a few things that aren't too good in here, like Emperor Bones and Bowmasters aren't too crazy. Also Solitude, like, I know he's got his dudes, but like we're bringing in bits and pieces, and I'd prefer to be able to like, I think it's a maybe. It's an either or. So if we're putting in 9 cards, still got one more to cut. Skyclave's fine. Stoneforge is like whatever. Exiling stuff is actually better for him because can't pull stuff out of exile. So I might. Stoneforge isn't actually too crash hot in this. Like, I'm fine to maybe cut a Stoneforge. Still got 3 bits of equipment. Meteor Sword can be good, but if he deals with it, it's rough. Pre-war is like okay, but most of the time he's like exiling my stuff. I'm trying to see if I can like squeeze in Deafening Silence because he doesn't really play creatures. I kind of do want it. Still gotta cut 3 cards. Let's cut. Maybe I don't need 3. Maybe I just want 2. 2 cards. If we cut. I don't really want to cut. I'll cut a Formal Wear. And maybe a Swords. Again, this is why I'm bringing in like these. So maybe I will cut a Swords. Maybe I'll cut another. It's a pre-war, but pre-war's pretty good. But I do like the extra removal. Alright, let's try this. Let's see if this works. Nothing else in this says good vibes to me, so we'll just do that. Let's play. Got our best buddy. This hand looks fantastic until you look at the lands, so we're going to have to mulligan. This hand is much better. Yeah, I really like this. Not too bad. I think I will keep and we'll pitch the Swords. The other thing is he is a Chalice deck, so you never know what's going to happen there. Let's get Scrub It Up, Dubland, and Thoughtseize you again. Okay, Keyed Flute. Double Saga. It's a bit annoying. I think it has to be the Monolith. I don't think there's anything else there that's really worth playing, so. We've got a Road for the Khan. We've got, yeah, everything else doesn't really work as well. I mean, from that first game, the fact that he had to Flicker Wisp is a good card. That's why this is the strongest card in the deck. There's only 1 copy of it because it's too powerful. Restrict that shit. That's why it's happened. Alright. I'm clicking. Filthy clicker. Using the keyboard. Mister is good. We'll play Aaron Mesa. Just chuck it back to him. He's not really doing much at the moment. A land like what we call it, Planar Nexus is probably what we're most scared of. So at the moment, so he's played the Voltaic Key and he's played the Power Plant out. He's played the Saga out now. Alright. We're gonna fetch in the end step. Oh, what's he got? Disruptor Flute. Sure. What do you want? What are you gonna name? What are you scared of? That's probably the big question. He was in a real hurry to cast that too, jeez. What do you want? What do you want? Felia. Okay. So you thought he was doing that. You silly goose. I'm just getting the backstreet. And surveilling. Oh, I do like Overlord. Yeah, I like Overlord. Let's keep this on top. Let's draw that. Next turn. So we'll play this. We know the Disruptor Fleet's out of his hand. Do we play? So there's a few things we could do. We could play Overlord. We could play Overlord, hold up a road. I actually don't mind that, to be fair. Because he's got 1, 2, potentially 3, but maybe 4. Yeah, let's let's do this. What we're looking for is we're looking for White Orchid Phantom. If we can get White Orchid Phantom, and there he is. Look at that. Oh, there was 2 on top. Yeah, put that in the hand. Yes, sir. We'll go to combat. And then we'll go to end step. And we'll always yield to this. Then we'll pass this turn. Pass turn. See what's going on. Rotate the chair a little bit. Get a bit of action going. Mine. So it's still only 3 mana, which we're not too worried about. Are we gonna fetch? We would like to draw a land, so I don't think we're gonna fetch. Just keep those percentage points up. Wrath is fantastic here. I still like White Orchid because it puts a body on the ground, so we will play White Orchid again. And we're gonna blow up the Saga. He's gonna make a dude, which is fine. We knew he was gonna do that. The good thing about this too is, okay, that's a 3/3, that's fine. But as far as I'm aware, there shouldn't be too many basics in this deck. And if there's only a couple of basics in this deck, I don't even know. I'm not even looking up decks. I'm taking the Steve mantra. Or I got to figure this out based on what I know. And these decks typically only play like 1 basic land. So a road is now a free spell. He's going to play Khan. I'm going to say no response. He's going to minus. What's he going to get? We'll wait until he does something with his game. Candelabra. Candelabra of these nuts. Not a fan. I mean, I'm blowing up most of his board next turn anyways, so it's fine. He can only make 1 mana this turn. Has he played land? I don't know if he's played land this turn. He has. He played Play 9 Nexus. That's where he got all that mana from. Ow. Ouchie, ouchie, my bones. But not really. This is one of those. This is potentially turning into one of those call an ambulance, but not for me moments. So I'll take it. I'll go to 12. I'll go to 11 even. What's he gonna do? Untap. Untap the mine. 2 mana. 2 mana. Disrupt the fleet. I'm gonna fetch and response. I'm gonna go planes, and because I feel like I know what he's gonna do, I'm gonna actually erode the Khan now. You can get fucked. No. He might name Wrath of the Skies now. Wasteland. That's not Wrath of the Skies. Damn, this guy's thinking on the wrong angles. He's thinking in squares. I'm thinking in triangles, bro. Do I care for the White Orchid Phantom being alive still? Yes, I do, because I want to flicker it next turn. So we're going to go white. X is currently 1. That's going to blow up. Beep, boop, up. Done. Okay, 1 energy. Sayonara. And then we're gonna send this in. everybody down. Have a pass. I'm disappointed. I like the other art better for White Orchid Phantom. This is pretty classic, but I do like Dad and Cat is the much better art. He's got the second saga, which we knew about. He's played the card already. We've got nothing in hand that we know about. He's got how much mana at the moment? 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got 6 mana at the moment. He's filtering in green, which means maybe Wastecape Battle Mage to exile. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, the Overlord did its job. It found the one card that I wanted it to find, which was White Orchid. We'll fetch. We've got enough lands in there. We'll just grab a basic plains. Felia! Ah, you cost too much. You're an expensive dog. It's like, actually no, we're not gonna do that. We'll combat first. You're an expensive dog. Like taking your dog to the vet when they've like eaten a toy or something like that. You've cost too much. You ate that flute, didn't you? You cheeky devil. But I can't say no to that face. Look at that face. I can't say no to this face either. Get in here. Flick here, buddy. And then here's a bit of an interesting one. So we're going to return this. But are we going to grab... We can pluck out the Saga, or we can pluck out the Nexus. I kind of actually hate the Saga more. I know the Nexus opens his mana up a lot wider, but the Saga accelerates him into like dudes, and I'm only on 10. And he had another one. So that was the genius move. You're a genius. Don't let anyone tell you differently. I'd say that to just people in general. Manifold Key, that is a good buy. So he's out of things to do. So we're going to figure out what we want to do. Another Disruptor Flute here would be fantastic. Oh no, Wrath of the Skies. Erode's not too bad. We know Erode is a basic, is basically a free spell now. The question becomes, so we can cast Recruiter of the Guard, or we can put Yorion into hand. We can't cast Felia, and there's no point casting Erode at the moment. What is his angle? What is my angle? What am I looking for if I get Recruiter of the God? If I get Recruiter of the God, I'm probably looking for another White Orchid. That's probably not, like, that's probably the only thing that's actually doing me value, but I've only got one more in the deck. But it is a body on the field, and he does have to respect that. So, actually, you know what? Let's do the combat part first. And second main, let's go. Always yield to this. Yes. We'd also get Witch Enchanter, which blows up the flute. Skyclave's also not too bad. He's running out of cards. We could also get Stoneforge Mystic, but Stoneforge Mystic's a bit slow. Let's get Skyclave Apparition. And then pass. And then if we have to hold up a road, we're also running out of time. Fuck, I've got like 6 minutes left on clock. I've been chatting too much. Too many exciting things in this game. Alright, time to lock in. does black filter into? Dismember, maybe? Surgical expansion on Skyclave apparition. Sure. Thought he would have been more worried about Wrath of the Skies, but sure. Come on. Oh, you know what I could have done? I could have got Bowmasters, and that increases the clock just like a little bit. Ah, well. Okay, well, let's go to attacks first. Gotta make this quick. We are running out of time. We're gonna attack just with these two. Second main, we are going to put Yorion into my hand. And then we're going to pass. He's going to make a dude. That's fine. What's he going to do? Oh, he's floating now. Must have drawn something nice. Soul Guide gets White Orchid. Okay, he's really scared of White Orchid Phantom. Now he's going to draw a card. So he's got 2, 4, 5, 6 mana at the moment. He still hasn't played a land. I've realised too, these leagues are going to be longer than the ones you've seen from some of our other Chatty's Finest, because there's a lot of decision making, I suppose, in this deck. And you don't win the game fast either. I mean, you can, but the black-white version doesn't really do it as well. Okay, greats. 2, 4, Khan the Great Creator. My brother. I'm putting him in the hole. You can reveal whatever artifact you're on. What artifact are you revealing? The One Ring? Oh, you're casting the One Ring this turn. Oh, okay. Ah, that's annoying. Sure, no actually, you know what? In response, Khan can eat shit and die. Yeah, then your One Ring is fine. Yep. Land on land? That's not land. That's an Overlord, but we can still play it. We hit nothing off that. That was rough. I guess in that case we're passing the turn and hoping that he doesn't one-ring his way out of this loss. Yeah. We have no responses, so we're just going to F6 through his turn and see if the gods like us. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. So he is in Ugin territory, which could send us. But we'll see. Saga, okay. Still can be Ugin. Looking like it is probably still Ugin. Oh, no. Has he played the wrong land? Can we pray that he's played the wrong land, maybe? Play the Saga. What round is this too? This round like 3. So coming up on almost 2 hours here. Bloody hell. Oh, he's untapping the ring. He's going again. Yep. So this is one of these, what do you call it? Win or die. We win. Alright. We take that. Alright, hand remains the same. Do we want the extra deafening silence? And was there anything that kind of sucked ass for you? Having Overlord, I might actually swap that back in. I might actually cut a second Overlord because the amount of creatures. So Overlord hits 21 other creatures out of a deck of 8, so it's like a 20, just a bit over 25% hit rate. And the cards that I want to see aren't. So if I put. If we cut another one, I don't know what we're putting back in it. We didn't put the Bowmaster. We took the Bowmasters out, remember? And oh, actually that's true because he's got the One Ring. So let's put Mr. Bowmasters back in. Maybe don't cut over all the Overlords. We'll cut a Fellier out to make it. So we've got three Felliers, 2 Overlords. We do like Fellier still. We love Erode in this matchup. Erode was a house. Alright, let's run it back. Okay, we're going to have to play fast. We've got 5 minutes. Hand is good. I like it. We got. I don't like the fact that we've got 2 Caracas, but I will concede that for the fact that we've got Wrath of the Skies and Deafening Silence. As workshop into map. Looks pretty good. We haven't seen a good enough land, so we're going to start with Caracas and Silence probably. Orcus Bowmasters makes this much better. We're going to do that. We're playing Deafening Silence first though. Deafening Silence will die to the Wrath of the Skies, but there's a Saga. Crack the map. Oh, Monolith. Okay, that's fine. The fact that Monolith's there means we have to waste something there. I'll just pass. Because the Metalcraft 2 also hurts. Three ball, yuck. That's fine. we're not too fussed about that. We haven't really got to play this turn, so we'll back straight. We'll always yield to that, and we won't put anything, we'll keep that on top. And we'll pass. What's he got? Like a key or something? Oh, he's got nothing. He's got nothing. We're in the clear. We're in the clear with the gear, boys. Alright, we're playing Swamp, and we're not doing this for anything less than 3. So let's go 1, 2, 3. We'll always yield. Yes, and we're gonna grab White Orchid Phantom. Yeah, we are gonna grab White Orchid Phantom. And then we're gonna pass. We're gonna have to win this game quick, because it looks like he's land fucked. No, he's not land fucked anymore. Now we are the ones who are land fucked. So he has to pay 3 for whatever the hell he casts, which isn't enough to do nothing at the moment. Next turn is probably Vista White Orchid. Vista into White Orchid, blow up the Ancient Tomb. So the Urza's Workshop only taps a 1 at the moment. Grim Monolith, yep, that's fine. Or we could Wrath for X equals 2. But that sort of hurts us in a way. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, okay, we're gonna play Vista, we're gonna White Orchid Phantom. White. Oh, we have to pay 1, of course. 3 ball. This is gonna blow up the Ancient Tomb. He can get his island or whatever he wants. And we're gonna attack. I actually don't know if I'm more fucked here on the landage than he is. I think he is. Oh, this is just... Oh, chef fucking kiss. Get this shit out of here. We're gonna do crack mouth. What's it? Wrath X is 3? K command X is 3. Make a bunch of spawns and... Yeah, sure. What is he doing? Oh, scrying and drawing X. Okay. That's fine. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to attacks. We're going to attack with all creatures. Second main, we're going to... No, we're going to Wrath now. Actually, hold on, cancel. We have to sacrifice this. Play planes. Make us Wrath of the Skies. Versus 2. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. And then we're going to pay 2 energy, and we're going to pray. We're probably going to lose this game to clock, and then we're going to pass. Because this fucks his mana up, like, insanely. And if he even thinks about drawing us a good looking land. We did it! I'm the greatest! I'm the greatest! Nah, it wasn't too bad. I thought he was going to try and time us out, but he let us get there. Yeah, so just being able to White Orchid, blow up his lands, and then we're drawing. I know. Drawing doesn't seem to work on this at the moment, but I'm going to stop this video here and we'll do the second half in the second half. So, thanks for watching. Leave me any feedback. The second video is going to not have any feedback because I'll probably put them up at the same time. See ya!